and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, the community's favourite video or most popular video of the month, the completed pages. So today I will be showing you my completed pages for September 2024. This is my journal that I use to record everything that I have done for the month, what I have used and what sort of competition or body colours that I have done. So I have gone back to work this month in a different role. So alongside juggling work, filming of videos and colouring, I have managed a small amount of 6 pages. I also have one work in progress and one whip. So I shall start by showing you the work in progress and then move on to my completed pages for the month. I'm hoping that October, once I settle more into my job, October I have some lovely plans which I have already made a video for and published. Yeah, I am really looking forward to doing my October pages already, but we shall show you September ones. So I shall put this book to one side and show you my current work in progress. So my current work in progress is from Garden of Fairy Tale Animals by Kanuku Ugasa. And I have been working on this one this month. There was no time limit on when I am going to finish this. And I have already recorded my colour, coffee and chat video that showed me doing these leaves. So I'm hoping to get a bit further in October, and I've used Brute Funas so far, but this is a beautiful busy double spread, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how this is going to turn out. And as you saw on this sheet here, I've written down everything I'm using and the colour combinations, so that just stays in there. So that is Garden of Fairy Tale Animals by Kanuku Ugasa. Okay. So moving on to the completed pages now, one of my favourite books by Johanna Basford is Small Victories, and I do work, just moving you in there, I do try and work on this one quite a bit, and the one that I did this month was this acorns and mushroom page is what I've called it. And let me see if I can zoom in a bit more so you can see. I have used Brute Funas and white and gold gel pen, pencil hybrid metallic in the gold. I don't know if you can see, there's a bit of shine and shimmer on, I don't know if it's showing up on camera, but in these gold bits just here, it's very glitter, and I like the gold because it keeps it very autumnal, that autumnal feel. And then I used TBC gel, silky gel crayons, which is just this to do sort of a very subtle autumnal background here. I used gold on these leaves just here as well, so it adds a bit of, can you see that? A bit of glossy metallic. I liked doing the apples, they were a lot of fun. And I love colouring mushrooms, so I've sort of made them very multicoloured here. But yeah, that was a very fun page to do, this one, and I really enjoyed bringing all sort of oranges and reds and golds together for a very autumnal feel. These flowers are a combination from Pamela's Passion for Pencils, and I really love this colour combination, especially as it's sort of the orangey peachy colours that sort of are the autumnal colours as well. So I've done them a couple of times on a couple of different pages, and I really like that. I like the way they blend together. I know it's Space September, and I know a lot of people have done space themed pages this month. The only space themed page I have was this where is it now? This planets page here, which I did in June this year. So unfortunately, I could not partake in Space September or Space Timber so this year, but maybe I will do more of the monthly themed pages starting from next year. So that was Johanna Basford's Small Victories, and the next book I did was Die Welt unter der Lupe Zoolander, which is Everything on the Land for a Microscope by Rita Berman. Now this is one of my favourite books by Rita Berman. I did a buddy colour with Jess from Colouring Bumblebee off of Instagram and YouTube, and this is my completed page. I used a limited colour palette, one very similar to the one I'd used in another book called Exotic Pursuits by Alligator Products Limited, published by Alligator Products Limited. I'd used a range of Faber-Castell classics in that book, and I couldn't find the colour palette for love nor money when I was looking, so the closest one off the internet was something called a pineapple pinata. I used very similar, or I tried to match the colours that I'd used in that page to this page. So instead I'd used my Brute Funas, and I used a white and gold gel pen, and then I used Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic in the gold, and I also used TBC Silky Gel crayons for the pink background here, but I used the Pentel Hybrid Dual Metallic on the pineapple, so I made it sparkle all around these just here. I don't know whether it's going to show up on the camera, the sparkle. Oh, that's a shame, because it really does. Well, you might be able to see it a bit there. Yeah, I think so. Just there, can you see? So I used it on all of these. It was a lot of fun to use a limited colour palette, and once I'd worked out my colours, it didn't take me too long to finish, and I really enjoyed this page. I have also written down the colours that I used on this page so that I can sort of correlate them over, because you've got these vines that are exactly the same as these, and then you've got sort of the similar pattern here to this, so then I can sort of make it similar and use the same sort of colours, so it makes it sort of a double spread page for me, and looking like it goes together really well. And I will show Jess's page now here. I like how she used blues in hers, and it's come out really bold as well. So I really enjoyed doing this with you, Jess. Thank you. And that was Everything Under the Microscope on the Land by Rita Berman. Okay, and the next one I have here, let me zoom you back out, is Garden Gnomes by Creative Haven. Oh, sorry, Creative Haven Garden Gnomes by Teresa Goodridge, sorry. And this is a beautiful book, and this was for a Facebook challenge. We were given the task to find a change in the seasons, and we had to incorporate rain into it as well. So this is the page that I did this month. I used dual tip art markers, alcohol ones to base it with, and also watercolour markers. So that was the Shore and Marsh ones that you can buy here in the UK from Hobbycraft. Brute Funas, just to go out shading over the top. And some gel pens, I used it for like the white for the rain, and some silver, I think that I didn't use too much gel pen actually, and I used Sakura Jelly Roll Stardust. Oh yeah, round on his little hat here. I don't know whether you can see. No, maybe not. It doesn't really show up on camera. Oh yeah, maybe you can, on it around his little patchworks. And also I used silver along the fence there, so it's very subtle. I wanted to give it that wire effect on the fence. And I used white here just to sort of make used a white gel pen and then smudged it with my finger to make it look like it, you know, like it does when you've got a fire on. And then I used washi tape for around the border here, and I did it in this nice like gold colour, sparkly gold, to tie in with the tree and the path and the leaves, just to give it that autumnal, because I think that like gold is very autumnal, silver's very Christmassy for me. So yeah, just to sort of, because she leaves the border around her outside of her pictures, Teresa does. So I just feel like it needs something just to finish it off. I think it just frames the picture nicely. This one I called, I think, Picking Up the Pumpkins, or Pumpkin Patch or something like that. I named it because I like to name all my pictures that I do. So I put in some rain by just putting in some white gel pen. So it's very subtle, but you can definitely tell it's a changing of the seasons. So yeah, that one was Garden Gnomes by Teresa Goodridge. The next one we have is Buddy Colour, and I know it's a springtime colouring book, and I know it's not spring. It's coming into autumn, but this is Matchstick Mouse, a springtime colouring book by Morgan O'Brien. I still think that some of these pages aren't necessarily springtime, and this one was a buddy colour and picked by Laura off of Kaleidoscopic Colours off of Instagram. So this was our page that we did for September, and it is, let me zoom you in a bit. It is this one here. So I kind of made it not spring, not summer. I had a lot of fun doing this sort of darker sky, and then I keep the mouse the same throughout the book. So I've got the colour combination written down for him, and I used Shaw & Marsh dual tip art markers, alcohol ones, Brute Funas over the top for shading, gel pen in white and silver, and I used it on the clouds just here. Can you see a bit of a metallic shine? Every cloud has a silver lining, as they say. Sakura. Oh, I also used Faber-Castell Classics because sometimes I don't always have the colours that I want in the Brute Funas, so I just sort of mix and match with them and set. And I also use Sakura Jelly Roll Moonlight in the yellow on the flowers here, and I think I used some Stardust and Moonlight, sorry, on this one just here. I just wanted to get rid of a bit of the black lines, to be honest with you, so I used the Moonlight on these flowers and the Stardust on, oh, that wasn't very good, on this one just here. So I shall put Laura's one just here. I like how bright her one turned out. So that was Matchstick Mouse, a springtime colouring book by Morgan O'Brien. That was a lot of fun to colour. The next book I have is Johanna Basford, Secret Garden. And this book was another buddy colour with a group off of Facebook, and we did this page, and it was very relaxing. I called it the Floral Mosaic. I got the inspiration for colours for these leaves from Pamela's Passion for Pencils Facebook page. I also used Brute Funa's Pentel Dual Metallic Hybrid on the dots here, just on the the circular dots here. Oh, if I don't hit the camera, can I show you? You see that? Glitter. It's a very big book, so to show you. I also used Sakura Jelly Roll Stardust, and I used that on the leaves just in here. Don't know if you can see it. It's only very subtle. I used a dual tip watercolour markers for some of the basing, and watercolour brush pens, which are both of those are the Shaw and Marsh ones. And I think that was it. I didn't know what colours I was going to do at the start, but when I'd worked out, I knew I wanted grey because I thought these were sort of like pavement tiles. So I wanted them to be grey, and then I put the purple with it and just kept with that theme, so grey and purple. And I will now show the other 3 girls' pages here. I like how they've all come out different, but we have all used purple somewhere in our flowers, and they all look bold and bright and all quite different, but beautiful. Okay, so that was Secret Garden by Johanna Basford. Now this last one, I say it was a full page because they're tiny. I did one image out of here. Now this was an untouched book and a fairly new book to me, and I'm not sure. I need to learn how to use alcohol markers a lot better. So this book is ideal for that because the card is, or the white, it's more like a cardstock than a paper. However, I couldn't get, like, I like to put down a base layer and then put my brute thinners on top, but they weren't really doing that for me. So I tried out whether I could put brute thinners or my Faber-Castell on top of the alcohol markers. I think for me, I need to use just the alcohol markers in this book, but I do need to practice and learn how to blend alcohol markers more. So I'm happy with the outcome, I think. I've still got lots to learn. I used dual tip art markers, alcohol ones, the Shaw and Marsh again, and gel pens, the gold and the silver for highlights. I used some brute thinners and, like I said, some Faber-Castell classics just to see which one went over the alcohol markers better. I still not sure whether I'm going to use pencil over the top or whether I'm just going to use alcohol markers in the future. It kind of put me off doing any more in this book. I think I had more picked out to do. However, once I'd finished this little image, I was done because I didn't overly enjoy it, and I thought, well, there's no point me trying another one just yet because it got me quite frustrated. But it's a beautiful book, and the images are lovely. Sorry, I forgot to mention it's Tiny Petites by Collier, and it's a spiral bound book with amazing paper, but I've just got to learn what goes down on it, and like I said, blending of the of alcohol markers better. So I mean, I don't hate it, but it's not my favourite of the month, and I've still got lots to learn. My favourite for this month probably has to go to either the pineapple in the Land Under the Microscope, or this where is it, this one, the Small Victories one, because I like how I put all the glitter in, and then I've used all autumnal colours, and I really did enjoy colouring the mushrooms and the apples round them. So this one is probably my favourite page for this month. Leave me a comment with your favourite page for this month. and I look forward to, like I say, I have already done my October plans, so check those out, and I look forward to seeing you at the end of October for my October completed pages. Thank you, bye bye.